はじめましての方は、はじめまして。そうでない方は、こんにちは。こたつです。ドラーゲンやっていきたいと思います。では、引き続き、探索です。ねえ、ここの人たちはみんなどこ行っちゃったんだろうね。誰もいないですよね。お、船。いや、ボロボロだぞ。
Not without Betty.
腐ってやがる。
Besides, there's a hole in this boat. It'll sink before it gets 10 yards from shore. It's curious. The state of the boats. It's like they stopped taking care of them.
Seems short-sighted. How would they fish? Or get anywhere at all?
ね。何をしているのだい？リッシー。石を投げてんのか。とりあえずこれが最初のとこだよね。紐はあるね。
There's no damage to the rope.
I don't know what that means.
Nobody cut it. I guess the knot could have unraveled on its own.
Didn't you say you used a sailor's knot?
I'm a scholar, not a fisherman.
So who took our boat? A ghost?
I believe the tide took our boat.
If you say so. But then who were you chasing after last night? A ghost?
夢だよ。
It was probably all in my
幻さ。
head.
あ、ごめん、リッシーと会話するのごめん。ちょっと、リッシーの背中も含めてのスケッチはしないかな。さあ、リッシーが入ってるか。
The weather's favorable today.
I did a little dance last night. Appeasing the weather gods. Thor, in particular, was mightily impressed.
Was he?
Promised to back off with the thunder and lightning for a spell. And don't you know, he proposed to me. But I told him I'm not into gods. I preferred jazz musicians.
トールって神様のトールね、神。あれこれ、書いてないな。あれ書いてない。あれ書いてないよ。あれあ、書いてた。ただ、リッシーはいなかったな。これもう一回調べられるのかな。いいや。こっちはこれはここは何もないね。こっちも行ける。ここ行けるけど、ここは登れないね。特に何もないね。何もないね。じゃあ、こっちは何もない。あ、これか、小屋だな。これお店？
How about we don't go back to Hanover and stay here instead?
And how would I survive?
Hunt? Harvest? Forage? People have survived here for centuries. Why can't we?
I wouldn't even know where to begin.
I could learn. I'd start with goats. Goats can be eaten and milked. Probably not in that order. Frederick, Fretland, and son.
Johann's brother and nephew.
The Fretlands have their fingers in all the pies, including the only store in town.
Also the post office and telegraph. There may be something that'll lead us to Betty in there.
Or at least to some canned sardines. We need to get you fed, old bean.
そうだな。腹減ってきたよ。
Fretland and son.
How do you figure?
It's on the sign above the entrance. And on this photograph. Frederick and Simon Fretland. The older gentleman is clearly Mr. Fretland's twin brother.
Twins are confusing. If this was a dime novel, they'd be switching places at some point to confuse the coppers. Damn you, twins!
Simon Fretland. Frederick's son.
And Johann's nephew. See, I'm getting the hang of this. Simon. That was the name in the burnt book. So Simon is Ruth's older cousin. そういうことか。ここに看板がなんかあんだよね。
ポスタ
They
ー。
had a memorial service for the accident in the mine. On July 24th, in the village church.
For something that happened 20 years ago?
It still affected their lives. The telegraph is out of order.
Well, there goes my plan. NOSOS.
This was 2 years ago, but the notice is still up.
How can it take 2 years to get something like that fixed?
If they couldn't afford it? Or couldn't get anyone to come fix it?
This place really is off the map. Here be dragons. Or Draugens, I guess.
The ferry route is no longer operating.
Rats!
Mrs. Fretland already informed me in her letter.
I know. Still warrants a resounding rats.
I wonder why it stopped running.
Look around. How many people live here? 20? 30? That can't be enough for a ferry route.
Things got quieter after the mine closed down.
They need to move on and find something else to put their village on the map. Tobacco farming, maybe.
そうだな。
They must have been so isolated, with no easy way in or out.
Aren't there boats?
If they're like the boats along the beach, they wouldn't get far. You saw how much work it was to cross the fjord. And if the weather is bad...
It can't be healthy. Being so isolated. Cooped up inside. Reading the collected works.
Yeah, all right. I get
This
it.
village is basically you, Teddy.
I said all right. The ferry would have made the trip here much easier.
And you wouldn't have had to pay that farmer a fortune to rent his boat.
I had no choice.
We should keep his boat. If it comes back. Bring it with us to Hanover.
Do what with it exactly?
I don't know. Grow parsley in it? Use it in the pond? Forget it. Stupid idea.
さあ、じゃあ、ポスターがまだ消えてないってことはもう一回見れるのかな？
They had a memorial
Ciao.
service for the accident in the mine. On July
こっちは
24th,
特
in the
に、
village church.
これトイレ？
Something that happened 20 years
違うか。
It still affected their lives.
物置ってことかな？お。中が見れるけど、これで中に人がいたら怖いな。さあ、じゃあ、中入ってみましょうかね。オープンザドア。今回ノックしないんだ。赤いかかってる。
Applesauce.
Why lock any doors? I can't
What?
imagine they have a problem with punks and hoodlums.
The sign
Huh?
says they're closed.
カラスが、
I thought maybe...
カラスがなんかしてる。
Hello? Are you open? Is anyone there?
Can't you just bust down the door? Locks be damned.
カラスがなんかして
Breaking
る。
and entering, I will not. I'll just dislocate my shoulder.
カラスがなんかしてる。いる。え？
Is that?
は？
Lizzie, come here. It's Betty's hat. She was here. She could still be in there. Betty? Betty!
Are you sure, Edward? I mean, it's just a hat. Is it even a hat? I'm not
I know
sure.
my sister's hat, Lizzie. I have to get inside.
What about the breaking and entering part?
I could care less what they call it.
妹のためなら、犯罪など。開ける。あれこっちじゃないの？お、これじゃないの？え、どっから入んの？これ？開ける。ここか。え？こっち？開かない。え、じゃあこっち？お。開かない。え？どっから入んの？あとはこっち？あ、こっちにもある。ここは開かないでしょ。じゃあ、ここ最後の。あ、開いてる。
Here's an open window.
You seem eager to break the law. I approve.
引く。オッケー、勝て。
It won't budge.
Nah, don't be a milquetoast.
Well, it's stuck.
Attaboy, Teddy. You can do this.
やれるでしょ。強く引く。
I can't believe I'm actually
やばい、
breaking.
硬い。
Whoops.
おい、いて。
Oh my, Teddy. You're such a sap.
お前先行くんかよ。 リッシー。ちょっと、起きろ。さあ、入るぞ。
World traveler, cat burglar.
A cat burglar would by definition enter a building on a higher floor.
The state of this place.
Oh, Betty.
Edward,
I hope you weren't here when...
is this
血
blood?
Not necessarily human blood.
Well, that's all right then.
な
What
んて
does
書い
it
てある
say?
バーンマーダー。
Someone murdered a barn?
モー
Barn
ル
means
殺人
child.
者。
And mortar, that's...
Child murderer. Edward, they murdered a child?
Someone thought so.
Probably the same someone who vandalized the store.
ええ
I'm not sure how I feel about being in here.
Don't be ridiculous. We're all alone. What else do you suggest we do?
いる。
It's the same photograph as
破
in the
かれてる。
Rohan's gone. At least, I assume he's the one who's been...
貯金。
Snip.
Frederick clearly did not want anything to do with his twin brother.
なんか怪しいドリンクだな。あ、ちょっと、開けます。オッケー。これで開くね。あれ外の空気を吸うためだけ？じゃあ開けるぞ。え、開かない？
Damnation. The hat's in here.
Calm down, old boy. Anyway, how's a hat going to help us?
Who knows what else is in here? There could be more clues.
Alright. Okay. Everything's Jake. We made it into the store. I'm sure we'll find a way through that door.
もう一回？違うね。こっちから？お、開いた。お、
Out of order.
Why
故障
hasn't it
中。
been fixed?
Perhaps it
押された、
wasn't
押された。
demand for it anymore. The key must be here.
You know, you're better at finding things than me, Teddy Bear.
These were never sent.
How long have they been piling up?
I received Mrs. Fretland's letter in June.
A couple of months. Perhaps the world forgot about Grovik.
お、この中だな、鍵は。
S. O. S.
あれ、ない。
What are you doing?
Looking for keys.
Your life of crime continues.
There's a note.
Is it written in Viking runes? What does it say?
読む。
It's from Simon.
カッサ。
Casa. I don't know
Casa.
what that word means.
ジェグプッ
Yai put it means I put. Knuckle is key.
He put the key in the Kaza?
Casa. I wish I had my dictionary.
カザ。
The note's addressed to his father.
So the key was moved. But where to?
Somewhere
Doko.
safer. Or more convenient.
Can we really
Doko.
trust your translations? You only started studying a month ago.
I spent the summer reading, and I had a lot of free time on the ocean voyage.
Come on, how much could you possibly pick up in a few months?
You know my mind, it's a sponge.
英語、あ、そっか、ここ英語圏じゃないもんね。ほう。カサってどこだよどこだよ
The key's in the casa. Whatever that is.
Don't look at me.
これ、あ、これ
Why would Frederick keep a list of what he calls traitors?
What did they do to him?
Cross him in some way. Why else keep a list of undesirables?
言い直したね、今。言い直したね。胸くそ悪いとか、言い直したね。別にいいんだよ、汚い言葉を使っても。じゃあ、とりあえず出ればいいのこん中にあんのかな？こん中はないよね。どこだろう
Keys in the casa. Whatever that is.
カサ。
Don't look at me.
時計の中違うな。こん中だ。チャリーン。あ、カッサ。
Casa.
So that's what it means. Cash register.
なるほど。ガショーン。
You're a genuine gangster now, old fruit. Don't worry. If you
Atta.
get busted, I'll come visit you in the big house.
現金。いや、現金はダメ。
Wasn't there supposed to be a key?
Here it is.
お金はいいです。私は善良な市民ですから。お金は盗みません。Open the door。さあ、帽子。あった。あれ帽子。帽子。拾う。
It is her hat.
Teddy, I'm not
Betty
sure
was
that's...
here. And not long ago.
Okay, but if that is her hat, what's it doing in a locked storeroom?
Another breadcrumb.
That's not an answer.
I know for sure she was here. That's what matters.
You know best, Edward. So, what now? If this is a breadcrumb, where's the next one?
There must be a reason her hat's in this room.
手紙がある。
What's that?
A handwritten note.
I'm not blind. What does it say, you silly goose?
It's hard to read. I'm not sure my translation will be... Johann, you... Nectar. Refuse. You refuse to speak to me, so I write this letter instead. It's from Frederick Fretland to his brother. Simon did not... Bloody hell. Simon did not murder your Ruth. He was fond of his cousin.
Ruth. Ruth is the daughter of Anna and Johann, which means the little girl in the photograph at the farmhouse.
もう亡くなってんのか。
The Fretland girl was murdered. This is simply awful.
Simon was working at the farm while I tended to the store. I would have seen him had he passed on the way up to the cliffs.
They thought Simon killed Ruth. His own cousin.
Ruth was... What's that word? Playing. Ruth was always playing on the rocks below the church. She must have fallen by accident. The note ends there. Frederick never finished it. Johann never read it. Not that it would have made a difference. If Johann
The
thought...
mob showed up for Simon. His father would have tried to protect him.
September 17th. You would have been here, Betty.
なんてこ
Rocks
とだ。
below the church. Isn't the church right above us?
あったよ。
Edward, come look at this.
はい、どうした？
That's the cliff. Right there. The one in the note? I bet you a million clams.
Where?
See for yourself.
いる。
I guess that could be where...
Let's check it out.
No, Lissy, wait.
あー、さっき、俺が行ったとこかな。よっ。レッシー。さあ、出た。で、レッシー。そっちか。This way.
I found it,
え、どうやって登ったのお前。
I'm standing right below it.
What are you doing? This doesn't concern
え、
us.
どうやって登った？
Girl died. We're staying in her
あ、
home,
登れ
for
る。
God's sake.
はい。
Completely without heart? Get yourself up here, Edward Harden, right this minute.
Whoops-a-daisy.
よいしょ。ここか。あ、
What is this?
Where little Ruth died.
You're being morbid. And this is a distraction. I'm here for Betty, not because some girl
Edward.
got herself...
You insensitive brute. You're like the Tin Woodman, no heart. Please look at me when I'm talking
あ、ごめん
to
ご
you.
めん。はい。
You know, you've grown cold and mean in that horrid study of yours. With only books and bugs to keep you company for years and years and years. There are other people in this world, you know. It's not all about you. You're going to do this. If not for Ruth, then for us. We're going to figure out what happened to the poor girl. Together.
わかったよ。ありがとう、リッシー。
I've seen all there is to see. I'm going back.
You can't leave. We might have missed something important.
はい、はい。
That's been here a while.
Didn't you say it happened over a month ago?
You'd think her family would have replaced it with fresh flowers.
Is that blood?
The girl could have hit her head on that rock. There would have been plenty of
かわい
blood.
そうに。
It's awful.
Something struck this bush. She must have landed on it when on the way down.
ひどいひどい。
Edward.
ひどい。
I've seen all there is to see. I'm going back.
You can't leave.
え、まだ上
We
行
might have
く？
missed something important.
了
Where are
解
you。going?
上をちょっと見てくるよ。あれ、上行けないの？上行けないの？
Teddy, where are you going?
上行けないの？え、他にないでしょ？他にない
Is
よ
that
ね。
blood?
The girl could have hit her head on that rock.
あ、あった、あれか。
Long fall. Far enough to crush the girl's
う
skull.
わ、そういうこと言うんじゃないよ。
Harden.
What?
Oh, you're hopeless.
ちょっと、おっさん。もうちょっと言葉選べ。
I've seen all there is to see. I'm going back.
You can't leave. We might have missed something important.
ってことは上上がるのかな今度こそ。
Where are you going?
あれ違う。あれ他になんかある？他ないよ。あと何？
Is that blood?
The girl could have hit her head on that
こ
rock.
れが気になるんだけど。
There would have been plenty of blood.
That's awful. I think there's something behind it. Can you move the rock aside?
ん？ああ、これか。はい。え、それ動かしていいのこれ。あ、人形。胴体しかない。あ、頭がない
It。must be Ruth's.
Where's the head?
Maybe the killer also decapitates dolls.
Hold on. This pin. This is old. Very old. Looks like something from the Viking era.
We are in the land of Vikings.
This could be 1,000 years old. It does not belong in a child's doll.
わお、そんなに前や。
Cares? Ruth is dead and you're obsessing about a rusty old pin? Let's go further up. Maybe we'll find more clues. Come on, old sport. It's not
え、
far.
ちょっと待って
Can
待って。
you wait just 1 minute so that I can catch my breath?
この石戻さなくていいの？
Did you follow the same path, Betty? Or am I just stumbling through darkness?
You can see clear beyond the
quiet,
edge of the
quiet.
world.
One
Oh,
second.
Teddy bear. We need to take you out walking more often.
So, the
う
girl
わ嘘だろこんなとこから落ちたの？
Was pushed, you mean. Can you see where she fell? Seeing as you're so concerned about me falling out of trees, I wouldn't want to risk falling off a cliff.
あ、怖い。
if she fell headfirst on that rock, she'd have died instantly.
Edward, honestly.
You wanted to learn more. This is you learning more. She hit her head and fell into the bush where I found her doll. Happy now, Alice?
I'm not. What was she doing up here in the first place?
Playing? She was a child. Children play in dangerous places.
There must be more to it. Let's find out where this path leads.
No, absolutely not.
人形が落ちてそれを取ろうとして落ちちゃったとかか
Running out
な
of。daylight, and Betty's still... You're still out there.
ちょっと待ってくれ。
Slow down.
ちょっと疲れて
Can't
きた
keep
よ。
up with you.
今回はちょっとこの辺で終わろう
Who
かと思う
knows
ん
what's
だ。
up there? It's not worth the
ちょっ
risk
と
of
ちょっと
falling and
ちょっと待ってくれ。
breaking something.
ちょっと
Let's see.
レッシー
Are you there?
いた。
Teddy,
Word. Look away, Lissy.
is this what happened to the villagers? They killed themselves?
It's one body.
お
Let's not jump to conclusions.
What about those fresh graves at the church? There were at least half a dozen of them. Did everyone just die?
They're not necessarily
Oh,
connected.
come on. This is just ghastly. What made him do this? How long has he been?
From the state of the body, perhaps a couple of weeks. It depends on temperature and humidity, of course.
What does
Good.
that say?
God forgive me.
Don't suicides go to hell? Isn't that what your father said when
Stop.
your mother drowned
Don't.
herself? Sorry. Who was he? One of the Fretlanders?
It's not Johann or Frederick. And he's too old
Dare.
for Simon.
Do you think this has something to do with Ruth? Maybe she came across the hanged man before she died, and it scared her. So she ran, and
This happened later.
there's some consolation in that, I guess. Maybe it's the killer. The guilt ate him up, and he offed himself.
That's just speculation with no basis in fact.
誰だ
Nothing
よ
more to do here. I'm going back. Let the poor soul rest in peace.
Does it look like he's resting in peace? You're
そ
just
う
going to leave
そう
him
だな
hanging? You're an insensitive brute.
I'm here for Betty. This is... It's tragic, but
どうしようもできません。
none of my concern.
Betty, Betty, Betty. Always just Betty. You don't care about anyone else. Look at me when I'm
あ
talking to you.
はいはい。
What if that was me up there? Would you care then? All you do is obsess over a scarf and a hat and ugh.
It's all I have of Betty.
Betty, there she is again. Edward, the hanged man, he's someone. No matter what he did or didn't do, he deserves respect. Would you please just do this one decent deed? If not for me, then for yourself. Or for your Betty.
わかったよ。
What are you doing? You can't just pull him down by his legs. Try loosening the noose.
I can't reach that far.
これ。登る、はい。ほどく。すまない。
I'm going to be sick. I can't do this.
Yes, you can. Teddy. Edward. I know you can. You've been through much worse.
わかったよ。
Where are the Fretlands, Edward?
It's been 2 days. If they're not back tonight,
They're not coming back.
perhaps they left after their daughter died.
Was murdered, you mean? Isn't that what we think happened?
はい。ではですね、この続きは次
Any
回
of your thoughts?
お送りしたいと思います。また次回お会いいたしましょう。じゃあね。